set to go. Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Oh, Gronkowski with a diving catch. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Monday.
Kaepernick going to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Roethlisberger. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, and this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going the long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. Pushes him over. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Roethlisberger. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down right around the 18-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2. And most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for a loss.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
McCaffrey following the penalty. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the toss right. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
Well, we saw Devontae Smith make plenty of highlight reel-worthy plays at Alabama in his Heisman Trophy season back in 2020. And here's one at the pro level. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Flushed out right. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Falcons 0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but
that's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Offense set to begin their next drive, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off near the 44. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. It's brought in left side by Tate. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9.
Kaepernick now to throw. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. They stop short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. McCaffrey turned away on 4th and goal. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Got a man, that's Ayuk. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. A potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Marvin Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. This will be caught by Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. They will run for it with Gainwell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On the handoff, Sermon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. That one goes for 24 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. He's got Ayuk once again. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
That'll be dumped off to Gainwell. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. That is incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be third down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Ben to throw again. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Just a yard to go here on second down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. To throw is Kaepernick. Steps away. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. That's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape. And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Got him in. It's Brown. And some room to roam now. And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Gainwell. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd and goal from the 1. Sermon. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Again with Sermon. And Sermon is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And this one is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Kaepernick. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Third down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. Kaepernick to throw. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to throw, Kaepernick. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Marvin Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity?
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
T.J. Watt in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. To throw is Kaepernick. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 20. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. And that is a tough pill to swallow. All they had to do, Charles, keep the ball, work this clock.
The only way for the defense to win was to force the fumble. And they did. Took it the other way for a score. And now, if you're the offensive team, it will take a miracle, perhaps, to win this ball game.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of about 5. That stops the clock, but slow and steady won't win the race at this point. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. And that will be complete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Sermon with space, a first down, and then some. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Roethlisberger going to throw it. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So that'll back him up 5. One final try for Kaepernick. We've seen this before. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
That's a pick, boy. That's a pick. Going the other way.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football,
yeah,
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for Philadelphia, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.